Hey guys, welcome to ScareTheater, and today I'm making a video about Ouija boards. Now this one was requested by Trey Plays, so shout out to him, and yeah, here is the video. Ouija boards claim to offer you the ability to speak with spirits, often having the risk of encountering an evil spirit. A lot of times, Ouija boards will be seen in horror movies or books, but you can buy one for pretty cheap online. The way it works is that there will be a board with all the letters of the alphabet on it, and a planchette that is placed on top of it. In order to communicate with the spirit, you and the other participants must put one of your hands on the planchette. The ritual is said not to work with only one person, as one person cannot produce enough psychic energy to actually summon the spirit. They're said to work best with around 3 to 5 people participating. Once everyone has their hand on the planchette, someone has to ask a question to the spirit they're trying to communicate with. The spirit will then move the planchette over the letters and spell out its response. Some common rules involved with this ritual are to take it as a serious matter and not a game, always say goodbye at the end, never use your board in your own home, and never use it alone, for the reason I stated earlier. And now comes the question you all knew I would ask. Does this genuinely work? With a simple Google search, you'll find countless amounts of stories of people who've used the Ouija board and claimed that it actually worked. These stories range from the board just spelling out their name to actually predicting future events. But once again, how genuine are these stories and how can they be explained? Well, the first explanation I have for this should be pretty obvious. Isn't it a little convenient that the Ouija boards are only supposed to work when you're doing it with several other people? Even stranger that the success rate is said to increase with the amount of participants. I'm sure you see where I'm going with this. I'd be willing to bet that the majority of the time the Ouija board actually works, it's just one of the people in the group trying to freak everyone else out. However, there have still been many people who have attempted to use the Ouija board by themselves and actually succeeded. So, how could the planchette be moving when there's only a single person touching it? Who would they be trying to fool? It must be a ghost, right? Not really. This can be explained by the Ideomotor Effect. I'm like 99% sure I pronounced that right. All this is some psychological phenomenon where your body will actually involuntarily move in response to something you think should happen. A story on BBC.com went into detail with how you could experience the Ideomotor Effect yourself. First, you need to get something like a ring or something that can be weighted, and then tie a string around it. Then, hold the string out in front of you and try not to move it. Then just ask yourself a question and tell yourself that the ring will move clockwise if the answer is yes, or counterclockwise if the answer is no. Despite the fact that you aren't voluntarily moving the ring, it will swing in one of the given directions. This phenomenon can easily be attributed to the reason why Ouija boards will sometimes work. It has nothing to do with ghosts, just your body responding to something your mind told it would happen. Similar things, such as people hearing things at night after an experience with an Ouija board, can be shrugged off as mild hallucinations from fear. But I have to admit, there are a couple of encounters I've read about that I can't really think of any logical explanation for. One person claims that they used an Ouija board with their friends, and the spirit was talking to them in Latin, which was odd because only one of his friends knew Latin, and he wasn't even touching the planchette. I don't see how any psychological effect can make you instantly know another language. And if such a thing does exist, I need to know about it because my grades in Spanish are not that great. In addition, I've read about another person who used an Ouija board when they were 12 years old, and the spirit told them that they would meet someone named Vincent Douglas. To her surprise, she acted with someone named Vincent Douglas when she joined a musical years later. So, not only are there accounts of spirits speaking different languages, but there are also spirits predicting the future. The only explanation I can think of this is that the people telling these stories could be lying, since I have no way of confirming any of these stories. It's still pretty creepy to think about though. Like most supernatural phenomenon, there are plenty of interesting stories to go along with it, but most can be explained with psychology. Even the few stories that seem to lack all explanation can't be completely proven true unless witnessed by others. But I guess I can still give you some hope that maybe, just maybe, these things could work. But until science can confirm it or it can be directly observed, it will remain a myth. And if all of that was not enough to finally prove to you guys that Ouija boards do not work, I have put in the duty of spending $20 on an Ouija board that came with this very nice planchette. And I'm going to attempt it right here, my first attempt at the Ouija board, on camera, and show you that absolutely nothing will happen. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, mystical spirits of the spirit world, if you are out there, please communicate with me through this board and show me a sign that you do in fact exist. Any sign, mystical spirits of the spirit world. Nothing. So guys, there you have it, a Ouija board. Oh shit. Shit.